Hello,
Monarchs. How are you? What?
Can I say?
Oh,
okay, my goodness.
Here we go.
Hello,
We haven't even gotten
Monarchs.
started. Oh my goodness.
How are you? Hello, Wilmington. Now you can go.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Hello, Monarchs. How are you? It's been a long time. Have you missed us?
They missed me. They have missed me.
Oh my goodness. So how have you been doing?
Oh my God.
March went by so quick.
March flew
How
by.
are you feeling now that March is kind of like settling down a little bit, coming to a close?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I just reflected, before we started, reflected on the month.
Yes.
And we've been busy this month.
We've been very busy this month.
We have been busy, and you don't realize it until you see it on paper, right?
Yes. So
yeah.
So I figured this will just be like a recap episode. We'll get everybody caught up on all the fun stuff we did last month.
Yes.
And it was just
busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
So we started the month off with Mindfulness Monday, the launch of Mindfulness Monday with Newcastle County Chamber of Commerce. That is a program that we are doing the first Monday of every month at Newcastle County Chamber of Commerce on Justin Street down at the riverfront.
Yeah.
And so in March, we worked on our vision boards with everyone.
Yeah.
And next month, April, we'll be bringing Keisha Cox over to talk about burnout and how to identify the signs of burnout, how to manage burnout.
If there is such a thing. But managing burnout.
She's got some pretty good techniques, right?
Yeah.
So that was
that's coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up on. I think it's the first Monday of April. I don't want to say a date because I don't have a good calendar in front of me.
No, it's not this Monday because I haven't done
No, it's not this Monday.
So it's next Monday.
So this upcoming Tuesday, I know is the 1st.
Yes.
So I think we have a little bit of time. I think we have a week or so.
That I was so excited, but I'm so nervous too.
Yes, I was a little nervous.
Yeah. But as we keep going, the nerves are. Of course, like everything, the nerves will start to get better, right?
Yeah, and I was actually we learned so much already. So next time we know, we're going to bring a boombox and we're going to have music and we're going to have this and that. So I'm just excited for the opportunity and then to see how we're going to evolve and how it's going to grow.
Right, that's what I was thinking as well. To be able to see how we started, and like you said, now we know bring the boombox and so
and getting the feedback from the people. Yeah.
Super cool.
Very
cool
good.
Opportunity. We're so grateful for, just to engage with some cool people.
Yes.
Yep.
I was thinking, I don't mean to make a last minute production change.
Of course you don't, Devin. But go ahead. What are we changing?
I think we should alternate.
Alternate what?
The topics. Never mind. Like the event. So this next one you would be like, oh, and
what? Oh, okay. And number 2.
The second highlight?
The second highlight is Monarch Voices podcast.
Oh, Dawn, come on. You know what?
You're like,
okay.
Right in mid,
I'm sorry, that was me.
Didn't we just have, who did we have last night?
We had Julia Mullins.
And what were we talking about?
We were talking about neurodiversity, how everyone's mind is different. So I may have just had an ADHD moment. I may have just had an ADHD moment.
That you
put out into the universe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So yes, Monarch Voices. We've had 2 really good sessions, I guess you would call it. Our episodes.
2 good episodes.
With
members.
With say it again.
Members.
members. Yes,
members.
Yes.
We love our members.
We really do. Selena shared her truth in choosing you.
Yes.
Choosing you.
It's very important. Choosing you. Putting yourself first.
Yeah. And that's hard.
Making sure that your cup is full first and that what you're giving to people is the overflow and not giving from an empty cup.
Girl, say it again.
I said it. I can't remember it, but I said it.
But you know,
and
that's one of the amazing things as we continue to go on this journey, that whatever we're learning, we're implementing.
Yes.
And to be able to go back and now see why you do certain things, or how you know,
it's a self-discovery.
Yes.
It's the self-discovery. And understanding the root of everything.
Yeah.
What do we talk about? Not treating the symptoms, but getting to the root of things.
Yeah.
And that's the type of work we're doing here at the Cottage.
We are doing some
good work,
right? And then we had Hi.
Look,
there you go. There you go, Hi.
Hi.
Yes, and Hi opened up and about her journey, and also with the topic of why women cheat.
Yes,
it was a very emotional.
Very emotional. It was very emotional. It was a raw discussion.
Yeah.
It was unfiltered.
Yeah.
It was unapologetic.
Yes.
It was absolutely everything that we love about Hi.
Yes.
It was Hi.
It was Hi.
And I am very excited. We talked about it. She came back a couple of days and she was like, "Oh, guys, was it okay?" And I was like, "It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was you." And we talked about continuing the conversation with her.
Yeah.
And having her come back and go into those little nuggets, because as you watch her,
she was dropping
so many nuggets.
Yeah.
And that's probably an episode that you may have to watch a couple of times, but she is going to come back and talk about those little pieces that spoke to people.
Yeah.
Just as far as the imbalance of financial power in some relationships, you know, and how you may deal with alienation from your family, and just what leads you to, lack of intimacy in relationships, and kind of what leads leads to that separation of, companionship.
And the guilt or the
shame.
The shame, that's the word. The shame that you feel because of this, and it may not. 9 times out of 10, it's just an evolving, learning.
Everything is
learning, right?
Everything is learning.
So so the podcast, we've got 2 really good podcast episodes out there. So if you haven't, do go and take a look. Selena with Choosing You, and Selena, another
oh my gosh,
wonderful
powerful.
member. We can only
I'm really proud. As I'm sitting here talking about
right.
I am extremely proud of us this month. Like all of us.
Yes.
Collectively as a group.
Yes. We're definitely growing. And
we are definitely growing.
And we are supportive of each other.
We love each other. We're supportive of each other. The good days, the bad days.
Yeah.
This is really a sisterhood.
Yeah. I not to change topic, but I had a bad day one day this month, and I think we were supposed to get together
and shoot a podcast, do a round table,
do a round table, and I had the support of my sisters to say, not today.
Go home, relax,
take care of yourself.
Yes,
and
we stopped at had lunch. We took it easy that day. And that's that's part of the journey too. Is knowing when your plate has been full enough. Yeah.
Okay. But so that and then Hi's Why Women Cheat.
Yes.
So please, if you haven't
check
already,
it out
check
on
it
our
out.
channel.
Yeah, it's some good stuff.
All right. Then we also had always a blast at Monarch Book Club. I had to ask you again. I really, after I suggested that we do these alternating topics, then I was like, well, Monarch Book Club may not be the best for me to, since it is, you and Ashley kind of do lead the reins on that.
Ashley, but Dominique.
Dominique.
Let's talk about Dom.
We're having a great time.
Yes,
it's been awesome.
Let's talk about Dom and just the we thank her and her husband Carl because
they get books.
We got books.
Let me this is the great thing. I don't know if everybody noticed we changed our set around a little bit.
You see? But he gifted us books for the members.
I Choose Me and by Janine Huff. And I thought this was perfect timing because we got this book 2 days after Selena's podcast of Choosing Me.
Yeah, right.
So book club was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I think it's evolving because now that we start to get local authors, like the author of Choose Me, I Choose Me, they'll come in and they can talk to us to our book club.
They can come and talk to our book club
around.
We started a little library of books.
Yes, just like my heart is full.
It was so full.
Yes. Okay. So the book that we are reading.
The book that we are reading this month is The Professional Troublemaker by Luvvie Ajayi Jones.
Okay. So because I know you haven't started reading it yet. But anyway. So I normally do not like an audiobook, right? But I'm finding that I'm not having the time to sit and just read, right? Yes. So I can play the audiobook in the car while I'm driving or, at night, as my
kind of background noise before you fall asleep.
Right. And this book is like talking to your girlfriend.
What? Is it that good? Okay.
And yes, it's just like...
How many hours is the audiobook?
I want to say it's 9. I want to say 9 hours.
Okay.
And it's
just an easy listen.
It's an easy listen.
Okay, so what type of... It's called The Professional Troublemaker. What type of topics are there?
It basically it feels like her just understanding, right? Understanding what you go through as a female in the work field, in your personal life, how you try and balance things, how you just the thought that what did you say? You can't pour from an empty.
Yes, yeah.
That says it all.
Okay.
So I totally think you need to do the audio.
All right, I will do the audio.
Because I know we're busy, but do the audio.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Yes, I will do that.
Okie dokie. Now we're on to Mental Health Awareness Night at the Blue Coat.
Oh, that was so much. Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
That was everything.
Everything is fun. Like this was a lot of fun. This month was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and shout out to the Delaware Blue Coats.
Yes, shout out.
They allowed us to have a table.
Yes.
At the
Mental Health Awareness Night.
Right, yeah.
And we brought along our fellow our partner, Pushing Through Ink, Sharice Brown Torres.
Such a sweet
author, Sharice Marie, that we just also discovered.
Right.
We like, wait a second.
You an author?
So humble,
man. Yes. And the talents of these women.
Yes. Incredible.
You know what I mean? Like the talents of these women is just, it's pure joy. But yes, go ahead about the excitement that we had down there.
No, it was just a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
We were positioned perfectly right by the locker room.
Let's talk about that.
We can see the players coming in and out. Talk about behind the scenes.
There was
a lot that I learned about just like the whole basketball, how the players come in and out, and meeting some great partners.
Good time at the Delaware Blue Coats. Game night.
I looked down. I was like,
I think you can handle game
night. It's getting competitive. It says we went from Scrabble to Taboo, and the energy was unmatched.
The energy was so unmatched.
Like,
It's that
crazy.
That
people.
The next day
we came back and ran it back with another game with different people too. Now Shayna is involved in game night.
Shayna
is hitting home runs.
Yes.
Woo!
And I happen to be on the losing team. And, you know, me and Miss High, right?
Miss High was over here grooving.
And Miss High was grooving, and we supposed to be playing the game.
And High's like, and that's the way I like it.
That's the way
I like it.
So yeah, we've got to do a rematch.
And the timer was like running out. Like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. It was so
totally
crazy.
So,
but it was a lot of fun.
Yep, game night was super fun.
Yes. What else? Oh, wow. Financial wellness workshop.
Yep.
Remember how much we learned from Miss Brenda and Miss Falan?
Yes.
From New York Life?
Was
dope.
It was dope.
That taught me a lot about
life
insurance for one, because I did not realize I, for one, who consider myself a fairly financially savvy person, I didn't know the basics of what a term life insurance meant versus a whole policy.
Yeah.
And,
it's okay, though. You don't have to know everything about everything.
What?
You don't have to know everything about everything. It's okay.
I know I don't have to know everything. But do you think I have to know everything about everything?
Look, I said those words, and then a little sweat came over me. Because
you don't have to know everything about everything.
But go ahead. Oh, yes. So Miss Brenda was wonderful. And we learned a lot. Where was that look? We learned so much, and we can't wait to have them back, because this is a relationship.
Yes, this is a relationship.
And let's just talk about relationships.
Okay.
How we build relationships.
Yes.
I don't even want to say partnerships anymore.
Yeah.
Because what we're doing, we're building relationships.
Yes. It's and it's not transactional.
Yeah.
So, and I think, we'll probably have, I'm sorry.
Can I have a tissue?
Sure.
Sorry,
it's okay. But we'll probably have, this is maybe another discussion that we have too, about, from a business perspective, when, you are building the relationships, it's not as quick as some of the transactional type, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not like we're selling widgets, we're building relationships, and that from a business perspective is very interesting, but from a personal perspective is extremely fulfilling. Right?
Girl.
So yeah
girl.
So Miss Brenda, Holsey, and Falan, they will be back in May.
Okay.
So we're kind of alternating between Brenda and Falan, and then our girl Gretchen over at Sun East. So Gretchen will be here in April.
Cool.
And then so if you members, if you still are owing documents to Gretchen, if she has been trying to call you like she's been trying to call me, hey Gretchen, she will be coming back. And that's one of the things, like you said, the relationships that we're building.
Right.
We do have people coming to personally service our members here at the cottage.
Yeah.
So, it's not, we understand how busy our members are, and to make things as convenient as them as possible, we are centering a lot of those workshops here and making sure that we're building strong relationships. So if you didn't catch them the first time around, they'll be back. So, while we encourage everyone to come to all of the events, just know that if you missed one, they will be back.
Yeah. Relationships. Go ahead.
Poetry night, month 2. The vibe continues.
Girl.
Intimate, inspiring, and deeply moving performances from our community.
So let's just start out by saying that when we first said, what did we first call it? Open mic or something?
We first called it open mic night,
Right,
poetry.
Right. And then now we're
just calling it poetry night
because it's intimate.
It's intimate. It's not on stage. While we do have microphones here, we're not performing in that sense. So shout out to Phoenix Rhymes. I love her so much. I can't tell you. Relationships.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So one of the interesting things is that some of our events, we've been attracting some fellas, have been bringing some beautiful women here as date night, which is pretty cool. So if you are a fella out there, we started hashtagging date night on some of our events because we've been just meeting a lot of great women because they've been brought here by some awesome guys.
Yeah.
So Phoenix Rhymes, we met her and she blew us away.
Girl,
talk about spoken word.
Yes, because like when you think, we thought, we put our little pins and we wrote our little messages before before she came.
Yes, we
thought we had it down, and she started, and we were like,
"Ooh-wee."
A message.
Check out our Instagram. There is a good reel of Phoenix Rhymes, reciting one of her poems, but she came back month 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because she made such an impact on us that first month and was giving us critique on our poems, it was just so a great energy because everyone was at kind of a different level of mastery, if that's the word. Mm-hmm. And Phoenix was able to, we were all giving each other feedback. Selena was bringing people to tears.
Yeah.
That we actually made a new member that night, Mia. That was the night that Mia and Josie also came.
Oh, yes.
And we ended up getting a new member that night too.
Yes, I do
from
remember
poetry
that.
night. Yeah.
Yes.
So month 2 was a great experience, and everybody can look forward to having poetry night on the calendar every month now.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to writing workshops as well too.
Yes. Yes, and the fact that I think the intimacy helped, right? Because you were able to feel comfortable.
Yep.
Comfortable enough to, say your words or speak your words. And then I remember a point where Selena was sitting here and she had already done, and she came up and she said something, because of all the, what was the flow that was going on. It wasn't something that she created, but it was something that she searched.
Exactly. She was like, and this fits the moment. This fits the moment. Yes.
Simple.
Powerful.
So yes, definitely
poetry night. We'll see that every month now.
Okay.
Yay, Clay.
That was
a lot of
fun.
That was so fun. Yay,
fun.
Clay, Philadelphia. We had our first Monarch field trip, which was dope.
It was super dope.
Everybody arrived. We some people carpooled together.
Yeah.
Everyone arrived. Everyone was fabulous. Everyone was beautiful. The event space was kind of retro-y.
Yeah.
It was cool. There were arcade games. And then we had a pottery class. Everyone was able to make a nice piece.
Yeah. And then we went out to dinner.
Oh my gosh, we went to Oyster House, Philadelphia.
Danielle picked that out.
Yes.
That was a great restaurant.
Yes, thank you, Danny. That was a great selection.
Totally.
Now, do you like oyster? You recently.
I'm a baby. You know
okay,
what I mean?
So you still like Rockefeller or roasted oysters?
Or roasted.
Okay.
I haven't.
Grilled,
Is that what it is? Grilled?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't, and they were very good that night. I haven't ventured to that top tier yet. Yeah. Okay. And then last night.
Sorry.
See?
Oh my. Last night, understanding neurodiversity. We all think differently, and that's a good thing. With Julia Mullins, that was awesome. I think we learned a lot. It was a very small discussion, but I think we learned a lot. You know, the people that were here, it was extremely insightful to kind of understand, you know, understand some of your own behaviors, but then also understanding, you know, the behaviors of others too as well, right? And how other people may process information.
And the conversations that we have are thought provoking, right? Because it makes you go home or
continue to do
research, right? So I think I sent you something way late, like after midnight, because of the conversations that we had here that made me let me research myself a little further, right? You know, and it's just amazing that there's the discoveries, right? Okie dokie, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much to Julia for stopping by. And Mike Prophet was here from the Newcastle County Chamber, and you know, Danielle and Alicia were all part of the you know, the event. So, you know, I think March may have been the first month that we have actually seen every single member.
Yeah, I think
we've had every single member engaged this month at some point.
Yeah.
This is
2025.
2025. We're gonna thrive.
Yes.
Out of order a little bit, but a small business Saturday. We had the pop-up shop, the women's empowerment. We had author Charisse Marie. We talked about her earlier. That's when we realized, let me pull her books over too. I love our new setup actually, because girl, we got a whole studio over here, don't we?
And shout out to Hy
suggested that we create a library from our book club. But these are, we talk about Charisse Brown Torres with Pushing Through Ink a lot because she's here every month with our grief support group. But what we also discovered is that she's also a multi-book published author. And she came to Small Business Saturday, the Women's Empowerment pop-up, and had all of her books, all of her daughter's books. Like Zara has written, I don't want to mispronounce her name, I'm sorry, but her daughter has written a lot of books too. So this was just great. So Charisse Brown Torres, we have Pushing Through Part 2. And then I actually also picked up her journal. It's called I Am Ugly. And this is to release negative self-talk and negative energy. And it has a space for tracking your positive affirmations. You know, it's just, she is another amazing part of our community. So I wanted to, you know, highlight her as well.
I want to write a book.
I do too. I would love to write a book. So everybody, if you're out there, if you have a course or a workshop around how to write a book, you know, reach out to us at levelup@themonarchmovementllc.com.
Yep. And then we also had Heather Sparkle and Shine was here with us as well.
I liked her little her coasters. That was dope. I got a couple coasters with the unicorn and the journal. Did you get a journal?
I had I purchased 2 journals and I think 2 bookmarks, 2 bookmarkers. Very cute, very, you know, and I have started using one of the journals. So yeah,
very good.
Awesome.
What was? Would you like me to do the next one?
Sure.
The launch of Dawn Michelle Yoga. Dawn's new practice took off this month. Centered, powerful, and rooted in healing. Dawn, tell us about your new journey.
Well, anybody that works with Devin knows that she leaves no stone unturned, right?
No talent untapped.
Right. So as soon as I said that I was enjoying yoga so much, Devin was like, "Oh, you should become an instructor."
Oh yes.
And by the way, I'm gonna put you on the calendar
in April.
So get to work. But seriously though, it's just been the introduction of yoga into my life has just been grounding for me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just, initially it started out as just a time for me to just, learn some exercise of what I thought.
Yeah.
But then it turned into something where it not only helped me stretch, but it helped me relax.
Yes.
Or it helped me to center myself if I was feeling anxious or just not, centered.
Not centered.
Just not centered. I started using the classes that I was attending when Cherie comes here, and then the Saturday morning classes that we had with Sherry.
Yeah.
And I looked so much forward to those classes, and I just want to be able to share that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So even though you did do a nudge, push more so, but I'm grateful for it because it's something I really enjoy. And I want to share it.
Oh, so that's very awesome.
Yeah.
So we can look forward to you offering some classes in April.
Yeah, you can look forward to me offering some classes in April, beginner classes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Beginner classes, just because it's where I'm comfortable at this moment, as well as and I know I can't stay comfortable forever.
Yes.
But right now it's
a little toe dip in the pond.
Yeah, it's a little toe dip in the pond. Shut up, Devin. But that's it. Yeah. Look forward to Dawn Michelle Yoga.
Dawn Michelle Yoga. I love it. Yeah. Speaking of yoga, shout out to our girl, Cherie Jones.
You did it, girl.
Hadera Yoga.
Okay, that's kind of hurting.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. I swear you take everything to the top. The top. Oh my God. But we do love
We are so proud of you, Cherie. Our yogi Cherie Jones actually just last night won second place in the Delaware Black Chamber of Commerce pitch competition. So woot woot, shout out to you, Cherie, and congratulations. And everyone can look forward to seeing Cherie, continue to look forward to seeing Cherie every Tuesday here at the Cottage at 6 p.m. for R&B yoga.
Yes.
Relationships. Nothing like it. So, we just appreciate Cherie. She's been with us since June. We're coming up on 1 year of this relationship. And it just gets better and better, right?
Yeah, it just does.
Okay, since you don't want to hear me singing.
No, I don't want to hear you singing. Okay. But yes, we do love Cherie. And congratulations. And keep going, baby girl. Keep going, baby girl.
Hashtag keep going.
Hashtag keep going. Okay. So, what else? What else is going on?
There's a new set. I think this is a segment change. So maybe I can put some music in right here, like behind the scenes.
Okay. So what's the
behind the scenes? Let's talk about a personal or business challenge you worked through this month. Tell me about what you may be proud of, or any kind of funny thing that happened behind the scenes, like.
Well, a couple of things. I'm super stoked, that I finished the,
yes,
class,
your yoga classes,
and certified.
Certified.
But I'm super stoked and super proud of that. The other thing that I just lost my train of thought. Oh, the other thing that I'm super excited about is you showed me how to freaking print.
Oh yes, that's right. We did make some merch. Didn't we?
Yes.
We have been some busy butterflies this month. Talk about productivity.
Yes. So I'm going to be on fire.
I already know she is.
I already know it. So I'm super excited that I now know how to do it.
We worked on our heat pressing.
Yeah.
We did some tote bags. I think next week we should work on some hoodies or some t-shirts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I need a bucket hat.
Yeah, we can do all that. We got the inventory, you know, so we may as well put it to use.
Yep, so that's I'm super excited about that. What about you?
I have more of a challenge that I've been working through.
Oh my goodness, what's that, Devin?
Well, you know me. I'm always working through a challenge.
What's the challenge?
What's
the challenge?
No, you know, just the challenge I've been working through with my vehicle.
Oh,
no,
yes.
actually, I'm sorry. I probably should not because it's, you know.
Oh,
never mind. But yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I haven't. It's been just like when you don't have a car.
That accident tore you up.
Yes, it really did. So, yeah, I've been working through that challenge. And, you know, I had a very old car kind of sitting in the garage. And I was like, well, let me bring this old car back to life instead of getting a new car. And
which to me is brilliant.
It's a brilliant idea, but it's been nerve-wracking.
That's okay, because them $900 car payments, you won't be.
That's correct, right?
Concerned about.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so just be patient.
Be patient.
Because every time I get the car back, it has to go right back in. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say thank you, Dawn, because I know I've been hitching a ride with you a lot this month.
You really have.
So in addition to us being super productive this month, we've also been carpooling a lot.
We've seen a lot of time together. That's why I said.
That's my challenge for the month.
What?
Yes. I'm just joking.
But no, your challenge is me.
No,
spending time with me.
No, really.
Okay,
but we have been spending a lot of time together.
Yeah. I think we could probably take a break this week.
Yes, I'm looking forward to not having much to do this weekend.
Yeah.
I think we have the final Blue Coats basketball game of the season is tomorrow night.
That's gonna be fun.
So we'll attend that together.
Yeah.
But then, no slumber parties this weekend.
No slumber. Well, the only reason I stayed the other Saturday night was because we got back late. Didn't we get back late?
We got back late from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It was pretty late.
Yeah, and I think
it was a late night. And we had fun.
We did have fun.
We've been rolling. So what's coming up in April? Do we got any highlights to discuss for April?
Have we has this advertisement going out yet?
No.
Yeah. So we've got some
what's it gonna be, an announcement?
Do you want to announce?
No, but wait, we can do a teaser.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how to do the teaser.
So then okay, closing up, we'll say
that was the teaser.
Yep.
Get ready for a special announcement of our April event next month.
Yes.
How's that?
That's super
okay,
cool.
Dawn. Oh, can I jump off camera to get some of the merchandise that you printed? Okay. Loving our new setup. This was some of the merchandise that Dawn printed this week. Peace, love, and weed. Butterfly.
Yeah. Butterfly. Yeah. It's starting. It's
blooming.
It's blooming.
It's blooming. So stay tuned next month in April for more announcements around that. Dawn, you got anything else to tell the people before we close this episode out?
No, just do I have anything else? No. We've got enough. No, that's enough. We're good. It's I'm loving life.
Loving life.
I'm loving
Stay
life.
Positive.
Yes. So
stay grounded. Peace. Love.
And
butterflies. Bye guys.